Hello everyone, I am doing a 7th round GM mode challenge. I used to do challenges for GM modes all the time on Twitch TV, but we're doing one live in video. That's kind of a contradictory statement. Anyways, but yeah, so in this challenge I have salary cap turned off. I can only use players that I've drafted in the 7th round myself. And unfortunately my OBS was not recording when I started this. I thought it was, but it wasn't. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't made videos in a while. Please forgive me. We started off this draft actually kind of nice. We got a 58-5 overall, or no, there it is, our 67-year-old goaltender, 67-year-old goaltender, our 67 overall goaltender. Overall though, a lot of so far disappointing picks. As you can see here, we have every pick in the 7th round, and I've acquired a lot of future 7th round picks because, well, I can only use players that I draft in the 7th round. No waivers, free agent signings, anything like that. So let's continue this draft here. As you can see, we got an elite there, but he's 49 and it's low elite. I've been going through so far just trying to look at players, seeing who our scouts recommend. I did send out scouts this year to make sure we try to get like the best information available. Scouts are recommending these kids, so right now we're just going to take what the scouts recommend. Bottom 6, 59 overall sniper. That's going to be better for our offense than a lot of guys we drafted so far. Like, these are all the players we have left that our scouts recommend. It's not a long list. 62! Ooh, I'll take that. Come on, 58. Next guy our scouts recommend. 60, okay, I like that. But see, the ones that seems like in the 60s are not the ones with like good potentials, but another 60, we'll take it. Let's take this defenseman, Bakos. Alright, that was our last pick. Here is our roster for the year. Look at that. That's beautiful. Alright, so here's what we're dealing with right now. We didn't draft a lot of centers. Our best center is Fowler at 60 overall. He's got bottom 6 potential. Not bad, not bad. We're also going to keep track of, there's still some Vancouver releases. Easy thing though is the ones who are ours, we just know we have 3 years to sign them. Primo, he's got that elite potential, low chance for it though, so... Left wingers, we did get a lot of left wingers in here. Best one, 60 overall, top 6 AHL, but a lot of them, so we're going to have to sign quite a few of them. Mount, Hoffman. Mount's going to be one of our better forwards. Defenseman, there's the Bakos one, top 6 potential, so he's fine, I guess. Defense, we really didn't add anything. Goaltenders, I still got to get rid of. So yeah, let's just release. Buy out. Sorry, Canucks fans. I know this hurts to watch. And buy out. So here's our goaltenders though. I'm really happy with this pull right here. He's a fringe starter potential, so of course we're offering him a contract right off the bat. He's probably going to be our backup this year. I might put him in the minors just to see where we can get his potential. Alright, so here are our lines coming into the year. As you can see, pretty much all really bad. Defense, not much better. In net, this is where we excel. 2 goaltenders, 60 overall. He got a bit of a jump. I was happy to see that. I didn't know players could get a jump going into the year, but we see a couple jumps in there. We got 4 more 60s in the lineup. I'm happy. Not sure how progression is going to work. Still no 60 on defense, but a few of them got up to 59, which we did have before. So I think we're ready to start the season. Alright, so our scouts are all out. Preseason wise, let's check how we did really quick, because I did just sim past the preseason. Just a bunch of losses. We actually won a preseason game. I was gonna my question for this year was, would we win one game in the regular season? And it seems like we have a pretty good shot at that right now. So let's just sim to retirements. And let's see how the season goes. I mean, it's not like we can edit lines. What are we gonna do? Change the 50 overall guys and see what they did? Yeah, and we win our first game of the year. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. There were so many times in past ones where the win would not come till year 3. First game in this one though, there's the win. I guess that's the advantage of actually having the 68 overall goaltender, because he gives us some actual kind of footing to win games. I can see the blowouts coming now, but still, it's just funny to me. So that first one came, and I was kind of like, okay, like, maybe this season won't be so bad. Maybe we'll actually squeak a bit more in there. And now I'm kind of, right as I go to give a monologue about how maybe that win was a glitch. 1-0 victory over the Wild. So it just comes down to Taylor Gauthier. I think that's how you'd say his name because he's a French goaltender. 5-4 win there versus the Wild. The Wild must be really bad in this game. Jeez. But now we're at 3 wins. This gives me generally a lot of hope because doing these challenges in the past, the amount of time it would take to even get to a multiple win season would be forever. And I guarantee most of the players we have in our lineup, they're gonna get a jump next year. Hopefully not too many of them retire. But then even better than that, if we just keep drafting guys who have this bottom 6 or potential like this, we could actually have a formidable team. There's no overtime loss. We are getting points. If we are already at 7 points, 10 points was a challenge that was hard to reach even in year 7 and everything like that. And these old ones I would do, this team has the potential right now. I'm already saying I think this game is where I'm going to do it. We're finally going to get it in this one. There's another shootout loss. That takes us to 8 points. Come on. Get the 10 points. We're not even halfway for the year, or we're just over halfway for the year looking at the games played for most of the teams. And that's what we averaged in the first season. Or first half of the season. We can definitely get one more win in this, pick it up, and make it to 10 points. There it is, another point. So we are now at 369-3, a very nice record. But that brings us to 9 points. So there's a chance. I just saw a 14-2 loss, which isn't good, but we're staying in there. And the season's complete. Oh my gosh! And we missed out. We missed out on freaking 10 points by 1 point. That's ridiculous. Amazing. Just how this one was so weirdly out there. So we are considered our top leader. That's the Western Conference playoffs that have already gotten underway. So let's see where our team stats. So yeah, 9 points to finish the year. Last in our division. For right now, I just kind of want to look at how we compared to the entire league. Ooh, this menu is a bit slow. So here we are at the bottom. Next closest team had 31 wins in the Buffalo Sabres. Yeah, not great. Weirdly, all of our wins were ROW. Let's see here. Goals for, we had 109. Worst in the league by just over 100. Goals per game, not any better, just by under 1. Goals against average, we get 422, the most in the league by over 100 again. Over 5 goals per game. These are bad stats, don't get me wrong. But compared to what we usually get, I'm guessing, yeah. Our power play percentage too wasn't the worst in the league by that much. These are generally pretty good stats in my opinion. Penalty kill, yeah, worse by a lot. The defense was definitely what was the roughest for us, but our offense did okay. And the stats were better than expected. Okay, so Matt had a 34-point rookie season. You like to see that out of him. He this kid definitely, he got up to a 67 overall during the year. That's pretty cool. Smith's one of our defensemen at 31 points. That's pretty nice. I like seeing the growth in these overalls too. That's the kind of nice one that you really like to see. The plus minuses are really bad, all in the negative 100s. This kid kept it down pretty good. That's probably just because he didn't play that much. I like the fact that everyone on our team though put up some points. That's not terrible to see. I'm it's so weird to be optimistic about this team. He almost got a 900 save percentage. He got up to a 70 overall too. He was also clearly our better goalie, but by a lot. He kept it under 5 goals against the game. That's not bad. He even got 2 shutouts if I'm correct. Let me see here. Where are the shutout stats? Yep, 1 shutout. Okay, he only got 1 shutout. 3 overtime losses. What I like too is that he got a win too. Ikobo got a win. Fabio got a win. That's pretty nice to see. AHL Utica comments. It's good to see that both our goaltenders played down there. Not great stats, but they both they stayed in it. If those were NHL stats, they'd be pretty good. And both of them Did as far as I could want them to do, I guess. Skater wise, I don't think, who was our skaters that were down here? They had a rough year down here. It appears like they were pretty starved for offense. Let's see, do any of our players down here? There's one. Annalyn, like 11 points, not great. Primu, who has the elite potential, he had 9 points, but he went up one overall, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, for us, you know, it was the throwaway of year, but I gotta say, like, I have a lot of faith in this team. Like, if that's the performances that we can expect, that's gonna like carry us pretty well. Like, that is a good first year to start this off with. We are back and we are on the clock at the NHL entry draft, almost with the number 2 pick. We're gonna trade this pick though. We do not want it. We don't have much interest in doing this. So let's see here. Who has 7th round picks this year? We got to trade for Columbus's, Detroit's, Nashville. Columbus, Detroit, Nashville, Arizona. There's still a lot of picks out there that we want to get for the 7th round. We want to get these early ones though first. We don't have all the draft capital in the world to trade anymore, and I don't want to trade any of our players. So so we're gonna trade for this Columbus pick right here. I think they'll take this. That's a great deal for us. I'm glad we were able to get this trade done with them. All right, so I've gone in here. We've traded for a few more of these 7th round picks now. We're not able to get them all. Boston still holds theirs. Toronto and Montreal also hold them. Capitals. But I don't want to trade their picks out every year because there are going to be years where there's going to be some picks that are on the higher end, and I do want to try to get some of the guys who are just falling out of the 6th round or falling into draft. So I'm trying to hold my picks somewhat. You know, we already got such a big roster too that we don't even need all 30 anymore. So this just kind of comes down to like extra. So no, nope. Like, I don't want to trade every year because I want to get the higher 1st round or the higher 7th round picks. So this is the first year that we're not taking everyone. So let's send to our pick and get this draft started for us. There we go. Oh my man, this has been a rough draft. A very, very rough draft. But there we go, a fringe starter, 64 overall, another good goaltender. You can never have enough good goaltenders. I will take it. So we are at the final pick of the draft. As you can see, this has not been a great draft for us. We started off with a 49, 59, 60, like not even like good potentials. We haven't lucked out on any of those. A lot of bottom 6. We did get in our starting goaltender potential, but he's a 49 overall to start. 57 was our high for a while, really, like just not a good draft. The highlight was, of course, we had a 59 there with a HL top 6. The highlight, of course, was our goaltender that we drafted. 64 fringe starter potential, you gotta like that. But overall, just a very rough draft for us. Like, even some of the players like the other teams picked, I would have preferred almost. Like, kind of mad that that's who they got. So we go into this last pick here. I mean, what do we got left here? What would be my role here? So anyone that we know, we have like, we're pretty accurate that this guy's an AHL top 6. He's someone, you know what, I'm gonna take him because I need AHL top 6. I need better forwards right now. 62. Oh, that is a good one to end on, a 62 overall forward. He slots right into the lineup. That is a clutch pick right there. So first, taking a look at our center depth, Fowler really is the top guy there now. And, you know, despite that being like a bad draft, we actually did manage to pick up another good center, 59 overall. Like, he's going to be good for us. Like, that's someone we can slot in right away. Potential-wise, you know, these bottom 6 guys we're going to let grow. I really was hoping to get some better growth out of Primu. We'll see where he's at in a second. Left wingers, left wing depth is looking great right now. And, you know, he's earning a contract, like I said. You know, he got up to that 63. That's kind of the exactly kind of forwards we need on our team right now. I hope he gets one more big jump to the 60s, but right now he's 21. I just don't see it happening for him. Right wingers. This is where's my draft pick? There we go. Yeah, he's AHL top 6, but that's 62 overall. That's something that can slot into our team and be good depth right away. Like, and then of course Mount's our MVP. Like, this team is starting to come together. Let these guys develop. Defensemen, this was the year that we were lacking the most. Murray and all them, they already got jumps up to 62. That's what we love to see. This guy's not our prospect, so we're just going to release him. This was our top defenseman from this draft. We got a lot of room in contract, so I am going to offer him one. course, got to be careful because these are all entry deals that are going to last 60 years. And I don't want to abuse the buyout mechanic too much. A lot of these guys, though, still need to get jumps before we kind of see them. I'm really hoping Bakos takes some kind of jump when we look at him soon, because right now, not looking good. There's our goaltending room right now. Again, another fringe starter, potential goaltender. I love to see that. 64, like, these are the kind of ones we need to keep signing. Like Mathers didn't get any kind of jump. Fringe, like, we got 2 more that are starter potential, but they're just, overalls are just so low that it's not worth to have them on right now. So here we are to start the season. Look at these lines right here. Like, we have a 71 overall forward. Like, again, like the best player that I had previously in one of these challenges was a 73 overall sniper, and like the whole team is just so much better now than anything I've had in a previous attempt at this challenge. Like, this is gonna be easy, NHL 21. Like, they're just making it easy this year. But yeah, like every player on this offense is already at like 60, so we're really good there. I like seeing that. Who is scratched for us on offense? Milson. Okay, gonna have to check who's in the Myers for us too in a second, but let's go through the rest of this. Oop. Peek at our defense. Again, defense is going to be the weaker part of this team, but they are all in the 60s now. We even got some high 60 or mid 60s almost in there. You'll love to see that. Goaltending. What's our goaltender at? Look at that. He ties the highest I've ever had in one of these. A 73 overall goaltender in Gauthier. Whew, that is nice. And 66 on Gradu already. That's just what you love to see. So let's check what's going on in the AHL with some of our players. Fabio is now to a 64, and he's with Edler down there. They're going to be a decent AHL tandem. I'm curious to see how our AHL team's going to do this year. For our prospects, let's just do a quick best lines down here for them, just short their stuff. There's one of our players, Alan. Let's see here, anyone else that we've drafted? There's Primo. He's up to a 53. Definitely seems like he's not going to reach that potential, but it's good to see more of our guys in the starting lineup. That's kind of what we want to see. Like, I'm not going to automatically plug them in. There's one of our draft picks from this year too, Aiden Della. That's a hard French name. I apologize. But we already have 2 of our defensemen down in the minors this year. I like seeing it. I like seeing more of our players like actually getting a chance to play hockey. Like, because we haven't been accustomed to that. Honestly, like, it's just weird. Like, this challenge is going so well. Alright, so going to take a look at our preseason here before we start off. A lot of losses in here, but we got 1 shootout win. It looks a lot worse than our preseason last year, which I'm actually kind of surprised with, but you know what? Maybe that means we'll just kind of be a better team. We come into this year's trade deadline with a 4-57-1 record, so not where we really wanted to be. You know, it's about the same that we were last year. I do like that we have 1 more win, but definitely it's not as good as I would have thought, you know, based on like the moves we made in the offseason. Like, again, like, I'm going to send the rest here and continue talking over it, because I had like a little bit of hope that maybe we'd be at a place where we're like, we could generally like be like maybe not making like a playoff push or anything, but like seeing at least the fact that we're, I don't know, at least attempting to do something or have kind of like some good news about players or something like that. But you know, we're at a point now where it's like, we know we can reach this, but what's going to be that next step? Like, I really hope we finish with, you know, 1 more win or something like that, just to say that we did improve this year. I mean, you know, if you want to argue that the 1 more win is the better deal, I think you can make that argument. But wow, Derek Stepan on waivers. Can't claim him, but yeah, like, it definitely was a bit disappointing to me to see where we're at. I was hoping we'd maybe like be picking up more smaller points. Like, again, I set my expectations around like 20 points was what I was hoping to achieve this year, and we're still kind of at that 9 mark. Like, if we can get 1 more win in like these last days, or even just like an overtime point, then we hit the 10 mark, which is great. But like, with our staff that we had coming in and compared to last year, I thought we were so much of a better team. There's the second win. We got win number 5 on the year. That gives us 11 points, so we did break it, and we reached the 5 win total, which wasn't a big one, but we did do it. Hey, there's another overtime loss too, so we're up to 12 points, so it's another win. Wow, maybe I just need to talk over it. Maybe when I do commentary over these, they get better. Another win. Well, now we're just on a huge hot streak. Like, we're doing good at the end of the year. Like, the 7... Again, it's when I talk over these and, like, I'm about to say something, like, that's when we perform. So 7, 73, and 2. That is a 16-point season. And, like, if you believe it, a huge improvement for us. That's a 7-point improvement in 1 year. Like, and I think we only, like, added, like 1 or 2 players to our lineup. Like, yeah, like, it was a pretty good year for us. All things considered, let's check out some of those player stats. So there we can already see who our leading point scorer was, 33. So that's actually, I think that's down from last year. We'll check those statistics in a moment. So yeah, league statistics. Calgary Flames. Oh wait, that's just our division. Give me those league statistics. Come on. So league statistics, 118. 16 points, so 54 points was the next closest team to us win-wise. 27 wins, like a lot of teams were worse this year, so like we were catching up in the win total. Goals for, 128, less than 50 behind everyone else, which is a good sign. That's a slight improvement. Goals against, we got that under 5, we got that under 400 total goals. That's what you like to see. Like we're getting closer to the bottom of the league. That is a good thing. Power plays percentage was actually worse this year, kind of surprising. Penalty kill was a lot better, and we were not even actually last in it. We came in, we finished above 2 NHL teams in our penalty kill. Like, that's pretty good. We also weren't shorthanded that many times, but like we still did it. We still finished above. Like it's the minor little things that we're achieving right now that are going to set us up later on. Points wise, Corso, not bad. Year for him, 33 points. Smits, 33 points. Mount, only 28 points this year. I was kind of hoping for a bit more out of him, but, you know, his points right now, they're just going to fluctuate with whatever the team needs. The big news is the fact that we have so many players putting up 20-point seasons. Like, it's really nice to see, like, everyone on our team kind of had a decent offensive year, really, to look at. Like, not bad. Goaltender-wise, let's see here. See, there's where it comes in. So both, his save percentage was down a bit. I believe this is better, though, than, his stats aren't great, Gaudreau's, but I believe that's better than what Fabio put up for us last year, so at least some minor improvement there. Fabio, both of them kind of like replicated the season we had in the AHL last year. Both of them were a bit better, so that kind of sucks. I was hoping to see some growth. Like this kind of had been like a year like to temper my expectations. After that first year where I was like, we're the greatest, we got this in the bag. Definitely a year to temper my expectations more. Great rookie season there for our defenseman, 19 points. That's what I like to see. Up to a 65, like he's gonna be able to jump into our lineup pretty good soon. So yeah, I gotta say, Primu had 7 points. He was up to a 56. He's starting to get some growth in there, but still, it's not where it needs to be with him. So that is gonna be the end of the first one. We're gonna try to do about 2 seasons an episode, and I still think this challenge is doable in this game as of right now. But we're cutting it close. This year was definitely one that kind of hurt the expectations a bit, because it's how long are these players going to keep developing? That's going to be the true thing that we need to figure out. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully we can do this again. And if I'm doing anything wrong in this scouting wise or something that you've noticed, tell me, because it's been a while since I've done GM mode.